Welcome to another of our GST titled Philosophy and Logic. This material is from National Open University of Nigeria. My name is Dan Asukwo, your instructor. Are you writing any of the GSTs soon, or you want to improve your knowledge on philosophy and logic? If so, let us know on the comment section so that we can help you out. If you are a noun student or from any other universities, this will be very useful for you. Please do well to share it with others as well as on your study groups. If this is your first time of coming across our videos, why not do well to subscribe, like, comment, and share for others too to benefit. Unit 5, Categorical Propositions Contents. 1.0, Introduction. This study unit introduces you to different types of categorical propositions. It will focus specifically on what logicians call categorical propositions such as universal affirmative and negative, particular affirmative and negative. As stated earlier, Module 2, Unit 2. In logic, proper statements and proposition are synonymous and therefore interchangeable. So to a logician, a proposition is that statement that can both be denied or asserted. These propositions are of 4 types and form two pairs, each pair having two propositions with it. The two pairs derive their names from the Latin words Affirmo and Negowe, which stand for affirmative and negative respectively. Under Affirmowe, have universal affirmative and particular affirmative, while in Negowe have universal negative and particular negative. In its standard form, a categorical proposition is as follows: quantity and subject class, quality, copula, predicate class. The quality, also understood as the number of members of the subject class, is usually indicated by quantifiers such as all and some, while the quality is the affirmation or negation of the verb copula which one is taken as a symbol not of identity but of inclusion. There is also a shorthand way of expressing the categorical positions individually. A is for universal affirmative, all S is PE, is for universal negative, no S is PI is for particular affirmative. Some S is PO is for particular negative, some S is not P1. This study unit on the types of propositions has been taken with little modification from N. Otakpor, A Preface to Logic, 2000. 2.0, Intended Learning Outcomes. By the end of this unit, you will be able to solve philosophical issues using categorical propositions. 3.0, Main Content. 3.1, The Universal Affirmative Proposition, all S is P. The universal affirmative proposition contains two major, distinct characteristics. First, as a proposition, it always makes a universal statement, that is, a statement which embraces all the persons, objects, or concepts belonging to any particular class. Secondly, a universal affirmative proposition always makes positive statement, or affirms something about the universal class. For instance, a statement such as all humans beings falls under the category of a universal proposition. You can see that in the statement all human beings includes everyone, men, women, boys, and girls of all ages. It also includes all the races. In fact, the statement all human beings simply refers to all those who have human attribute. Besides, if you go on to say all human beings are mammals, then you will be making a universal affirmative proposition. You will be saying something positive or affirming something about all human beings, that is, that they are mammals. Your statement is categorical because you have not expressed any doubt about whether they are mammals. Otakpor, 2058. You should also keep in mind that the use of the adjective all to stress the universal character of this proposition is not always necessary. It is conventionally understood that some propositions without the adjective all can be universal. For instance, the statement, beings are mammals, clearly implies that all human beings are mammals. The adjective all is also called a quantifier. Here are some examples of universal affirmative prepositions. 1. Bride prices should be abolished. 2. Men should content themselves with one wife. 3. All politicians are liars. 4. All private schools are profit-making. 5. All educated Nigerian girls are proud. 6. All taxi drivers have clear vision. 7. All policemen take bribes. 8. All economists are stingy. 9. All these propositions are from Otakpor, 2000 p. 59. If you look carefully at the above propositions, You will discover that most universal propositions are not often true. They may be persuasive because they are widely believed. These examples also expose you to the danger of making broad assertions or claims. 3.2. The universal negative proposition, no S is P. The universal affirmative and universal negative propositions share the same characteristics. The only difference lies in the fact that one affirms while the other denies. That is, the universal affirmative proposition makes affirmative statements, while the universal negative makes negative statements. For example, if the universal affirmative proposition says, all human beings are mammals, the universal negative proposition will say, no human beings are mammals. However, they make an all-embracing and sweeping general statements which may sound plausible, but which may be false. Otakpor 2000. 64. Other examples are, bride prices should not be abolished. B. Men should not content themselves with one wife. As stated earlier, universal propositions mostly depend on public bias or prejudice either for or against something, persons, a class, or objects. For this reason, it is not often true. 3.3. The particular affirmative proposition. S is P. As already stated, we have two pairs of categorical propositions, affirmative and negative. Under the pair of affirmative, we have the universal affirmative and the particular affirmative proposition. The difference between the two lies in the fact that the particular affirmative proposition makes a statement about some but not all of the members of any class of objects or persons. For instance, if you make a statement such as, some students are lazy, you are simply making a particular affirmative preposition. You are making a positive statement about some members of the class of students. That is, that some students are lazy, not that all students are lazy. 3.4. The particular negative proposition, some S is not P. It is the opposite of a particular affirmative proposition. Although it belongs to the pair of negative affirmative proposition, it still remains different from the universal negative. The particular negative proposition denies something about some members of a class. For instance, if you say that some taxi drivers are not drunk, you are making a particular negative proposition. You are simply denying the attribute of being drunk to some, but not all taxi drivers. 4.0. Conclusion. This study unit dealt with the different types of propositions. It dealt specifically with what logicians call categorical propositions. 5.0 Summary. To get the best of this unit, you may need to replay it again. Also drop a comment on the comment section stating the important lesson learned. Discussion forum. A. Match the definition on the left to the letter of the item on the right that best characterizes it. 1. Tall man means male human over 6 feet in height. A. Enumerative definition 2. Tome means large book. B. Definition of subclass 3. A sound argument is one that see lexical definition 4, has only true premises. D. Stipulative definition 5. Is valid, that is, its conclusion cannot E. Precising definition be false while its premises are true. 6. Humans means rational F. Theoretical definition B. Identify one defect in each of the following definitions using the 6 criteria for definition by genus and difference. 1. Penguin means bird that can't fly, but not an ostrich, cassowary, or emu. 2. An octagon is a figure shaped like a stop sign. 3. A triangle is a closed plane figure having 3 sides of equal length. 4. An ellipse is a cross between a circle and a rectangle. 5. Homosexual means a man who is erotically attracted exclusively, or at least primarily, to other men. 6. A wealthy person is one who has as much money as Bill Gates or Aliko Dangote. 7. Evil is defined as the darkness that lies within the human soul. 8. Blue means having a bluish color. 9. Time is the great container into which we pour our lives. 10. Oligarchy means a form of government in which the ruling power belongs to a few persons. 11. Post your answers on the comment section.